Gangajang goes forward, and the light now flashing here on top of the starting gates. Ready to run. We should catch them here. Racing, great start it was away as well. So Immaculate, Gangajang with early speed. Also driving forward between them, Sound of Speed. They settle down in front of Favourite Songs, CANNYKEV. Kimberley Currency is next deeper. Over on the inside, Favoured Son getting back there with Denver Affair at the 650. King's Drama is third from last, and then Think Like a Winner with the tail end of Sanctions towards the home turn. 500 left to go. So Immaculate pricks the ears up in front, brings them for home. They straighten up. They're on the point of the home turn. A length and a half, Sound of Speed. Over on the inside, travelling third, CANNYKEV. Followed then by Favourite Songs. Gangajang being fully tested. Down to the 250. On the outside, Sound of Speed reached the lead. So Immaculate. CANNYKEV is squeezing up near the rail. Favourite Songs joins in 4 across the track. Hugging the rail, CANNYKEV. Those spears through. It grabs the lead from Favourite Songs and CANNYKEV. Little Ticky Reardon taking the shortest way home. CANNYKEV beat Favourite Songs. Sound of Speed probably third home, just in front of So Immaculate, and wide out Favoured Son. In behind them, Sanctions, Think Like a Winner, Kimberley Currency, King's Drama next home, and the last two to salute the judge, Denver Affair. Dropping out to run last is Gangajang. Number 2, CANNYKEV, ridden by Natika Reardon, getting home to score in the third. She just sucked up on the rails behind the pacemaker, drove through, back to the 1,000 metres. Second up, CANNYKEV for Sean and Jake Casey. They pick up a nice double in the early part of the program. Beating home 9 Favourite Songs, 5 Sound of Speed, third, fourth So Immaculate. 2, 9 and 5 are the numbers. CANNYKEV, a safeguard gelding from Cosmetic Offer for K. O'Connor, D. Chiotti, and a double today for Sean and Jake. Of course, they won the opening event with Refem No Angel, and beautifully handled there. She got a lovely run, was able to get through inside of So Immaculate comfortably, and just delivered the right result for backers of CANNYKEV. To the winner, Ticky Reardon aboard, and scoring from Favourite Songs, diving Holly Knottle for Steph Backranich, a Shalar mare out of A City Girl, and third home, Sound of Speed. The favourite, Sean O'Donnell for Trevor Andrews by Microphone from Jamaica. And they were the place getters here after the running of race number 3. So Immaculate 12 was fourth home. Race 4 today will be the Key Clean Handicap over 1,650 metres. And in the next, there are no changes. Time was 58.04 on that previous event. They sharpened up, dashing home in 33.55, so a very quick back end 600, 3/4 by 3/4 the margins there. The shortest way to the post, Lockie, was down there on the rail, and that's exactly where Ticky Reardon found herself in running.
It always is, Darren. CANNYKEV, a lovely run in behind the speed, was a fraction slow out by his standards, but well handled by young Natika Reardon to be in the box seat when the rails run came, when the leader in So Immaculate came away from the rail. CANNYKEV got the saloon passage through, and him and Natika were able to do the rest, but this horse has always had a little bit of ability, Scotty. He's been knocking on the door for a few seasons now. A 4-year-old, he was eligible for a maiden, but as you said earlier on in the afternoon, a number of horses in this program have elected to go to a Class 1 throughout this program because of the fact that there hasn't been a meeting last week for the maiden gallopers here at this metro or provincial level, but CANNYKEV up to a Class 1, he gets the job done.
Correct. It was probably always going to be a meeting with big fields and a lot of interesting placements here, because last Wednesday was Geraldton, last Thursday was Albany, so you've got to go somewhere, Lockie, and in the end they've made the right call.
That they have, and Sean joins me once again after the second leg of a double. CANNYKEV gets the job done, Sean, and he was clearly well handled by young Natika.
Yeah, it was a pretty bit of pressure before the race, because we're tossing up whether to race against your dad's horse and the other race, and after watching the trials we dodged him, and then we opted for the claim after when we with Natika, and then with a good barrier she rode it well, and the horse, to its credit, it had a wind operation as a baby, and it's done done a real big job to get to where he is today.
Is he better than what he shows race day, or is this CANNYKEV at his full ability? Because he's never been far away in many maiden starts.
No, he's a real try. He's a credit to himself. You know, like I say, to have that. If he had perfect airways, he would. Well, and he will be a smart horse, but you know, like whatever he does, we know there's a bit of the engine that's not right.
Now, when I spoke to you earlier this afternoon, I got the impression that Princess in Red was perhaps the best of the three runners here this afternoon. Was that the case?
Well, she trialled really well the other day, and Stephen knows her. He's ridden her a fair bit, and Natika actually does work on him, and we did a switch to put the jockey on, and yeah, hopefully all going well with that.
Well done here, and fingers crossed for a treble.
Thank you.
There's Sean Casey, and here's Natika Red.
Natika joins us now. Natika, a good bit of reward for effort.
Yeah, definitely. He's been working super lately, and yeah, super grateful I was able to have the sit today.
Talk us through the run.
Yeah, I sort of didn't really expect to be on the fence. I was hoping to stay one off, but when we ended up there and then got a clear run, I thought this is perfect, and we saved as much ground as we possibly could.
At what stage did you start to see Rocky in front of you, just wobbling away from the fence?
Yeah, as soon as I saw him start to wobble away, I was like, yep, that's where I have to go. And yeah, he just found for me amazingly and travelled through the gap really bold.
What about later in the day, Gold Flakes?
Yeah, I went on her last time I rode her here, so I'm hopeful that we can do the same again today.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Natika Red. Great to see her boot home a winner here at Belmont Park on a Metro meeting on a Wednesday. She combines with Sean and Jake Casey, who have already saddled up an early double from the first three races, and CANNYKEV finally breaks maiden status in the 1-1 WA Racing Podcast Handicap.